LaMelo Ball. A 6'8" guard that's been on the radar of the entire basketball world ever since the boom of the Ball brothers in 2017 and the shocking 92-point game at Chino Hills. Fast forward a little, and after deciding to play overseas in the EuroLeague instead of the greedy NCAA system, he expectedly declared for the 2020 NBA draft. Now, many mock drafts and predictions out there are projecting LaMelo to be a top 3 pick. Some even have him as number 1. I agree with this mostly, but however, his specific placement is not what I intend to focus on today. Instead, today we will look at which lottery team with a decent chance at landing LaMelo will be the best fit for him. You feel me? Because as some may know, the NBA lottery is on Monday, and we will see the order of the teams who gets what pick. So yeah, but before we even get into any of that, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe, hit the sub button, plug speaks right there. Like this video up. I'm in the process of rebranding my channel to be of NBA talks and basketball discussions. It don't cost nothing. Anyway, when I think of the best fit for a player in the draft, think of a team that would be able to give them opportunity alongside solid pieces for sped up development and early success and improvement in their career. Early in their career, really. Because star players, once they're drafted, they could just lead the situation for a better destination if it hasn't been approved. So to me, the main points for a player like LaMelo Ball, the ideal situation would be one of a starting role where he could be the primary ball handler and where he would have a decent supporting cast. If you really think about it, these are all conditions which players like John Morant and Luka Doncic were drafted into, and their success speaks for itself. So yeah, these conditions I have said already serves to eliminate a couple teams. The first of which is the Warriors. Why? You could say they have Curry, they have Clay that could nurture LaMelo, get him on the right path as soon as he gets into the league. That's somewhat valid, but to me, he would be riding the bench. Really, he wouldn't have the opportunity to get much minutes. They already have ball handlers in Draymond and Clay and Curry. I just don't see this being a good option for him early in the league. The second of which is the Knicks, and the Knicks, we could just go on all day. It's basically the opposite problem. They could definitely give LaMelo Ball opportunity to be the primary ball handler, but it's just so much dysfunction on this team. There seems to be confusion on the roles between the players. Really though, they do have solid pieces as they cashed out on a bunch of role players in free agency last year after missing out on Kyrie and KD. But like I said, the confusion between the players and the roles and the coaching staff to team management, get into it with superfan Charles Oakley, Spike Lee, just too much toxicity and immediate self for LaMelo Ball to be drafted into. But yeah, that's that. Enough of the gloom. Time for the actually good, positive fits. The first of which I have is the Chicago Bulls. It may come as a surprise to some, but this is mainly because the team has a decent amount of young talent and potential in Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter, Kobe White. And in despite of Kobe White's solid, really pretty nice rookie year, he's still not the clear-cut primary ball handler. LaMelo Ball could provide his team with his star potential, especially with his great passing ability alongside his amazing court vision, as he averaged 6.8 assists as an Illawarra Hawk. And you may be wondering, have I forgotten about Zach LaVine, the dunker that evolved his game into being a real offensive threat? Should snub from the All-Star game. Answer to that is simple. No, if anything, I feel like this makes Chicago an even better fit, as LaMelo could compound with Zach LaVine to be a great duo, as neither of them will have to carry the burden of having to score everything, which usually leads to an exaggerated poor field goal percentage and the label of putting up empty stats on a trash team. So overall, if the Bulls landed LaMelo, they would probably have a starting lineup of LaMelo Ball at point guard. Shooting guard would be Zach LaVine. Small forward Otto Porter coming off his injury. Power forward would be Lauri Markkanen. Center would be Wendell Carter, barring any trades. And they're on the upside. Last year, they were 22-60. At this season, at the halt caused by this very tough pandemic, they had already matched the same amount of wins as last year, and that's with 17 less games played. So yeah, I really believe this destination will be ideal for LaMelo in this year's draft. Now for the other team I believe is a good fit, I have the Phoenix Suns, which also might surprise y'all, but just listen to the reason. This is because they also have a couple young talented assets in Devin Booker, Kelly Oubre, Mikal Bridges, and a great defender, pretty solid defender really, in DeAndre Ayton. Moreover, as a Phoenix Sun, LaMelo Ball would have the opportunity to get a good amount of touches, as he would likely start over an aging Ricky Rubio, even though Ricky Rubio is only 29 and also a very talented passer. Additionally, I don't believe that LaMelo's need for the ball will clash with Devin Booker's need, because Devin Booker is just clearly the team's #1 scoring option, as he averaged 26.1 points per game this year and made the All-Star team, even though Damian Lillard had to get injured for it to occur. People know that he is a baller, so yeah. And on top of this, LaMelo Ball's ability to pass the ball currently surpasses his ability to score at this time, so it'll really be no confusion over who is scoring the basketball, and that gives me reason to believe that a Devin Booker-LaMelo Ball backcourt duo will be a very dangerous combo in a good way. Just imagine LaMelo Ball strengthening the already solid offense of the Suns by giving teammates the ball in the right spots, helping limiting turnovers with his high basketball IQ. So with a starting role, that would give the Suns a solid lineup of LaMelo at point guard, shooting guard Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges at small forward, Kelly Oubre at power forward, and DeAndre Ayton at center. Also on top of this, similarly to the Bulls at the halt of the NBA season this year, they were already doing better than they were the previous year with 26 games won, 7 games more than they had already had with the previous year, and that's with a whole season. So yeah, in my opinion, in these two teams, the Bulls first and secondly the Suns, are what I envision to be a nice fit for LaMelo Ball in this year's 2020 NBA draft. I have little reason to believe any other of the lottery teams could give him the same or even a better opportunity to show out and develop early in his career. But yeah, tell me what y'all think would be the best option for LaMelo in the comments. I appreciate y'all watching, especially if you got this far. Make sure to subscribe to Plug Speaks, like this video up, and I'm out.